18 months ago, this was a vacant block of land. Bill Barry-Cotter had just sold his boat production facility in Sydney and was looking at southeast Queensland as being the ideal location climatically to build boats year-round. In very short order, this factory was built and in production. Of course, one of the advantages of building your manufacturing facility from the ground up is that you can incorporate such things as this overhead gantry. There are two of them to be able to be lifted from one end of the factory to the other over the top of anything that may be in the way. The other advantage is that you can build your factory in what amounts to a modular setup. This factory can have its size doubled simply by being extended out one end at any time that Bill wants to do that, and that will probably happen early next year. The production facility starts behind me at one end of the factory. All the moulds are located there. All the mouldings and laminating is done. The units move through the factory, and as they move up to the far end, they go through the various stages of finishing so that the boat right at the very end is virtually finished and ready to go to the water. One of the nice things about building a stock cruiser is that you can effectively build it in a modular fashion. This is the deck from a 30. And all of the liners, all of the bulkheads, all of the controls, the wiring, the plumbing, even the carpet is fitted before the deck is actually put on the hull, so that everything is there. It's simply lifted on the gantry and put in the hull, bonded in around the bottoms of the bulkheads, and the boat is effectively finished. So that means that the workers can get access to every part of the deck. They can flow coat behind the laminate, which is most important, and the whole deck can be finished before it actually goes on the boat. And of course, one of the most important activities of any boat manufacturer is the introduction of new models and the expansion of their range. Riviera's market research department looks at the market all the time and decides what new models should be introduced. This particular boat is the brand new Riviera 34. It's an expansion of the 30. The basic hull lines of the 30 are used. The hull is split down the centre. It's expanded, it's deepened. The deck line is being changed right here, and this effectively is a plug for the production of the brand new model. Now, when this goes to the water, we'll see it happen on Wonderful World of Boats. It'll probably be another 2 months yet, and there are a couple of other models on the way. But let's have a look at one of the boats that Riviera has built their reputation on, the 30.
The 30 was introduced to the market in March 1982, and by the end of October, 20 examples were on the water. Bill Barry-Cotter designed the 30 around the Volvo Penta AQ AD Pro 40 turbocharged after-cooled stern drive of 155 horsepower, and with a single installation this boat performs extremely well. In fact, most of the boats that are on the water are powered with that power option. This is one of the very latest boats off the line, and she has a very interesting power option which we'll have a look at in just a moment. The boat features a flybridge as standard, incorporating, of course, a command position on the flybridge. A bimini top is also fitted to the boat as standard. She has an anchor windlass, which is operated from either the flybridge or the lower steering and command position, and she has excellent hull performance, as you just saw, particularly with these power units. The interior of the boat is laid out to take maximum possible advantage of the available space. The boat's 29 feet 8 long, 10 foot 9 in beam, 2 foot 4 in draft, and weighs 9,500 pounds with the Volvo Pro 40. And the interior is laid out so that all of the people aboard are in contact with everybody else, and with stern drive installations, the noise level of the power units is extremely low and super low with the V6 Volvo stern drives with which she's fitted. The boat features 3 water outlets, each with a hot and cold tap. Hot water is heated by the engines whilst underway, and there is a storage tank for hot water. A gas stove is fitted as standard, and that incorporates an oven, and there's a tremendous amount of stowage and cupboard space in the galley unit. Just forward of the galley is the beautifully designed forward cabin, which incorporates a V-berth and a bathroom in there, again with hot and cold water outlets in the bathroom. There's the V-berth. There's an infill in the V-berth there in order to make it a little more comfortable to sleep in. Large side pockets up either side for storage of pillows and bedding when you're not using them, and a tinted clear view hatch over the forward end of the bunk, not only for foredeck access in rough weather, but also for light inside the cabin. There's the beautifully designed modular fiberglass bathroom unit incorporating a handheld shower, a full marine toilet, cupboard space and a vanity unit. Of course, extremely easy to keep clean simply with a damp cloth when you are dealing with straight moulded fiberglass surfaces. Again, there's a port in the bathroom unit. The cockpit features non-skid carpeting and a hot and cold shower outlet for showering after you come aboard after a swim, and of course that shower can also be used as a cockpit wash-down facility. The engine room is underneath the aft cockpit floor and is populated in this particular case by two very interesting power units. It is the Volvo AQ175/280T V6 petrol stern drive. They're extremely short and compact, very fuel efficient, and with 3.8 litres of capacity each, they are very high in torque. You just saw the whole performance of this boat and the acceleration that is delivered by these beautiful little engines. They are a V6 configuration, and the V6 configuration has caused automotive engineers quite a lot of headaches over the past few years because the power pulse is not favourable and generally makes the engines rather vibrating. These crankshafts have been designed with a special firing order and counterbalancing setup which virtually completely eliminates vibration. And one of the most interesting things about this boat is that she is very quiet, very smooth and very powerful. The lounge on the starboard side of the main saloon converts to a double berth and a lee cloth is available to fit there. The dinette on the opposite side to that lounge also converts to a double berth, giving accommodation for 6 people. There is the switch for the automatic windlass on the anchor, and the anchor is fitted to a cathead on the end of the bowsprit which allows it to nest automatically every time it's used. A boat which will very shortly be exported to other parts of the world and of which the Australian boat building industry can be justifiably proud, the Riviera 30, designed and built by Bill Barry-Cotter of Riviera Marine.